What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another video, man. And today, man, I'm going to preview and predict Sunday's matchup. You have the 3-4 Philadelphia Eagles taking on the 5-1 Buffalo Bills over there at Orchard Park, yo. Bro, here we go again with these Eagles, man. Before I get into this video, man, I just want to let everyone know if you want to follow me on Instagram or if you want to send me a friend request on Facebook, I will have my Instagram and my Facebook information down in the description box. Yo, y'all come give me a follow and send me a friend request, yo. First off with the Buffalo Bills, man, they come in with a record of 5-1. They started off 3-0. They came from behind to beat the New York Jets on the road. They beat the Eli Manning led New York Giants on the road. They beat the Cincinnati Bengals at home. Then they got the New England Patriots at home in a game which they fought hard defensively, but their offense turned it over quite a bit and fell short to the Patriots. Then they go on the road, beat the Tennessee Titans, have a bye week, and then come home and beat the Miami Dolphins. So they're a 5-1 football team, but to be fair, they haven't really beat any world beaters neither yet. But starting off with them offensively, man, they have Josh Allen, who, he's kind of been up and down this season. He's got 7 touchdown passes as well as 7 interceptions. So, he's a threat, obviously, to run the ball also. The O-line, has been okay. Running back position, man, Frank Gore is still in the league, y'all. Like, he's still in the league and he still is, fairly effective for the Buffalo Bills, man. It's funny with Frank, man. I'm like, man, Frank must owe somebody some money or something like that. I'm like, why is Frank still playing, man? Frank, go home and relax yourself, Frank. But yeah, Frank Gore is leading the running back core for them. Wide receivers, man, they got a couple of additions they added. They got John Brown from the Baltimore Ravens. From the Baltimore Ravens, and they also got Cole Beasley from the Dallas Cowboys. Defensively, they are very good, yo. They are a very, very good defensive football team. They got the first round draft pick, Ed Oliver, up there, in the front. They got the linebacker, is it Edmonds or Edwards, who they just recently drafted a couple of year or two ago from Virginia Tech. And in the back end, man, they led by a former LSU Tiger himself, Tre'Davious White, who is having a really good season. Matter of fact, he's the AFC Defensive Player of the Week, for his performance against the Miami Dolphins. And of course, their head coach is, former Philadelphia Eagle defensive coordinator back in the day, Sean McDermott, yo. He's a pupil of the late great Jim Johnson. He's gonna bring a lot of pressure to us, man. So we got to be prepared for that, man. And when you look at these Eagles, man, it's been a real inconsistent season, man. A season which, coming off of the embarrassing, humiliating loss on Sunday Night Football to the Dallas Cowboys, man. And earlier before that, beat the Washington Redskins at home, lost to which now we could see the pitiful Atlanta Falcons on the road. Lost to the Detroit Lions at home, beat the Green Bay Packers on the road on a Thursday night, which does look like a pretty impressive win. Then beat the Luke Falk-led New York Jets at home. Then went on the road, just 2 bad performances, getting blown out by the Minnesota Vikings. And like I mentioned, blown out by the Dallas Cowboys. This team is reeling right now, man. Offensively, on the offensive line, the one bright spot from the game Sunday night is that our first-round draft pick, Andre Dillard, didn't look bad out there. He actually did a pretty decent job against Robert Quinn and whoever else they had lined up on that side. But the rest of the O-line didn't play well, man. We didn't run block very well, and, they got pressure on Wentz, yo. Like Wentz right now, man, love him, franchise QB, love him, think he's gonna be a great one. But right now he gotta play better. Right now he gotta stop holding on to the ball so long. He gotta, take the easy throws instead of always waiting for a big throw down the field, especially with this limited wide receiving core right now that doesn't have Deshaun Jackson. He has to play better. In the backfield, Jordan Howard is doing solid whenever his number is called to run the ball. And Miles Sanders is doing pretty well as a receiver, but Miles Sanders is struggling, carrying the ball as he's not seeing the holes. Receiving core, like I mentioned, right now is limited, man. Alshon Jeffrey is out there looking old. Nelson Aguilar is looking disinterested. Deshaun Jackson's injured. The other receivers, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and Mac Hollins, don't look any good right now. Tight ends, man, I don't know what's going on with Zach Ertz, man. Zach Ertz hasn't been himself all season. Dallas Goedert will make a play and then have a crucial fumble. And don't even get me started defensively, man. The defensive front, man. Fletcher Cox finally got his first sack of the year last week. Brandon Graham, who was just a non-factor against Dallas, is starting to look old out there. Derek Burnett, he got a sack against Dallas, but he's looking very much as a inconsistent player right now. Linebacker core, man, Nigel Bradham was banged up. We cut Zach Brown, so the young linebackers we had out there couldn't hold up against the run. And the secondary, man, which everybody knows is just absolutely terrible. I'm still upset with Howie Roseman for not making a move for Jalen Ramsey. He needs to get somebody on this team, man, because watching these cornerbacks in particular, it's not a fun thing to watch. Even our safeties, man, we love Malcolm Jenkins, but Malcolm Jenkins is starting to look old out there, yo. So there you have it for both teams, man. Looking at this matchup, man, when the Eagles have the ball on offense going up against the Bills defense, it's not a good matchup, man. Like, if Deshaun Jackson isn't playing or we don't bring in another wide receiver, it's not a good matchup, man. They have a very, very good defense. You'll have a very good secondary. They hold their own against the run. We would actually struggle moving the ball. The key to the Eagles moving the ball is refining Zach Ertz, who's been just non-existent this season, because I don't think our wide receivers will get any separation, if any, against the Buffalo Bills secondary. So it's all about, can Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert, make plays down the field. When the Buffalo Bills have the ball and the Eagles are on defense, John Brown is very fast, obviously. Cole Beasley is, solid. Frank Gore is decent, but he is like 164 years old. And Josh Allen is not a really good passer yet. So you would think, if all weeks besides the Luke Falk fluke Jets game, of all weeks so far for the defense to actually have a decent performance, you would think it would be this week, man, as the Bills are not a scary offensive team. The thing is getting pressure on Josh Allen, containing him from running down the field and finally covering somebody, finally covering an NFL wide receiver for the first time basically all season. That's what it comes down to. As much as I'm disgusted, now for my prediction, as much as I'm disgusted with this team, I do believe we a couple of healthy people and a right move or two away from being a good football team again. I know a lot of people going to expect us to go to Buffalo and just get blown out. If we was going up against a team with a really good quarterback and really good wide receivers, I definitely think that we would be put out of our misery this week. But I don't think that's the case this week, man. I think this is a low-scoring game, man. I think this really is, a low-scoring game. I don't like this team right now, man, but I do think they get a solid win on the road in Buffalo Sunday. I got us winning a low-scoring game, 17-14. I got the Philadelphia Eagles going on the road, beating the Buffalo Bills 17-14. to put us back at 500 right before the trade deadline, where hopefully we do something to improve this team. But as bad as it is, the defense should have a solid day against an inexperienced and kind of erratic quarterback in Josh Allen, yo. And the offense, I think, Zach Ertz will kind of finally show a little bit of life this week. And I think we pull it out 17-14 in a low-scoring game, yo. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, hit the like button for your boy and give me a subscribe, man. I'm going to have Philadelphia Eagles content throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.